For millions of people the world over, Deftones can do no wrong. Since 1988, the band has been delivering music that have defined their own sound that is rarely ever imitated and never duplicated in terms of quality or creativity. And in a genre full of trends, Deftones have done whatever they wanted, been ahead of their time, and earned success the old-fashioned way. But where does a band go after almost 30 years and 7 full albums? The answer to that comes with more new music and an attempt at something different from the past with Gore. Through many different interviews about their first album since 2012's Koinonia Con, Chino Moreno has given a lot of explanations, including that it's more of a heady album, and that while it's not a happy record, it's also not an angry one. Many listeners always want to know what they can expect on a new album from their favorite band, and with the Deftones, it dives further into what overall style and flow the album will have. Chino also shed light on this with saying, "I do think we went in knowing that we wanted to make this record a little different from the last two. It's still a Deftones record. We didn't really have any new influences that changed that, but it's an expansion of what we were comfortable with." Over the years, we have seen many variations in albums. Track lists range from Chino screaming for minutes on end to holding a melody and singing for several songs straight. No matter the format between albums and even through the occasional misfire, one common factor remains the same. Deftones' music is instantly identifiable. Earlier this year, Gore's first single, Prayers Triangles, was released and had immediate airplay. My first reaction with it was that I liked the build but wasn't crazy about the chorus. It didn't get me excited. It wasn't until after I listened to the album in full and heard the sister track Heart's Wires that I started to enjoy the album I was hearing. Heart's Wires not only is an amazing slow burn song with great harmonic guitar work, not only did it make me remember just how much I love Deftones, but it made me even appreciate Prayers Triangles more as a song and why it was chosen to promote the album. Hearing Heart's Wires is what made the listening experience of Gore and is also a good indicator of the majority of sound through the songs on this album. It's the slow resonance in the song and spaced out guitar chords that help reflect the sound along with Moreno's vocals, which never seem to get too loud or feel out of place. Every element on the track feels natural and fluid. Lyrically, it's the sadder, more introspective lyrics that sometimes haunts many a Deftones album. Throughout Heart's Wires, though, it still doesn't feel like a harrowing experience. It's actually quite energizing and draws your focus. The selling point of the album Gore is the more melodic and quiet moments. While Deftones have been and always will be capable of blowing out speakers with ferocity, this time around it's the tracks like Heart's Wires, Prayers Triangles combinations, and Phantom Bride that make the album feel like a whole unit. These songs perfectly show the different direction the band wanted to take this time around. Phantom Bride is the track that sold me on Gore being a solid album. It was after listening to a range of songs that would change in speeds gradually but not lose quality in the writing, and then hearing Phantom Bride that made me want to listen to this track and others again. You get the feeling you are listening to something unique and that you don't want to miss what the band is still capable of producing. While I said the more melodic and quieter songs are the highlights, that's not to say that the louder and heavier tracks are bad. There are some moments in the album where you don't feel as engaged as song styles may want you to be, but even in the harder tracks like Doomed User and Let's Meet in Real Life and Rubicon, you can't help but want to move. Many Deftones fans, or even people who know of Deftones throughout the past 2 decades, often talk about what their favorite songs and albums are. It will be interesting to see how people rank Gore in their discography, because regardless of their age and time in the music world, their 2016 entry is just as strong as any of their previous works. Overall, Gore offers a slightly different direction but is still drenched with the identity of Deftones. While not every song encaptures you and it's up for debate off this album will receive more replay value than the likes of White Pony, it still undeniably has an enjoyable listening experience, especially for those looking for a softer and smoother style of Sacramento's Heroes.